know. All right, so let's talk about the police in the United States of America. So I covered a couple days ago of a police officer in Alabama talking about how he wanted to kill Democratic voters. And so now this is another state that begins with an A and is in a similar region. This is Arkansas. Marshall police chief resigns after threatening social media posts. Threatening social media posts for this headline puts it a little lightly. So I'm not going to bother reading the mayor's response. Who gives a shit? The mayor of Marshall confirms former police chief Lang Holland resigned Saturday afternoon. Get fucked, prick. Mayor Kevin Elliott said about the social media posts by police chief, "We don't tolerate it. It was uncalled for." Imagine being the mayor of a town with, like, I looked up a little bit more in another article, and this town apparently has like 1,000 civilians. Imagine being the mayor of a town of like 1,000 civilians. Like, theoretically, all you need to do is get like 40 votes, and you have guaranteed victory each time. Like, because we know voter participation and all that stuff. So all you really need to become mayor of a town of 1,000 people is like 13 votes. So keep this in mind. Elliott also said public officials in the town are there to protect and serve everyone. So here's the posts. And I want to make this clear for the audio viewers that this guy, his profile picture is a photograph of him doing the typical "I'm sitting in my truck, look at me" kind of face. They look like a boomer. And their description on their social media page is chief of police for a small town in north central Arkansas. Medal of Valor 2014. Again, there's no punctuation here. So let me read this properly without punctuation, okay? Chief of police of a small town of north central Arkansas. Medal of Valor 2014. Also work in Iraq and Afghanistan as trainer and subject. Also trainer is capitalized. And subject matter expert and guardian angel. Oh my God, guardian angel. Okay, so there's no punctuation in this person's profile page. Who'da thunk, right? But that was their bio. What did they say that was so damning? What did they say? Let's read. When this is over and Trump is president for 4 more years, do not go to sleep. Do not forget. One sec, actually. There we go. When this is over and Trump is president for 4 more years, do not go to sleep. This is a chief of police. Do not forget what these Marxist Democrat, now this word is censored, I can only imagine what it says, have tried to do. When you see one in public, get in their face. Do not give them any peace. Throw water on them at restaurants. Push them off sidewalks. Never let them forget that they are traitors and have no right to live in this republic after what they have done. So this is a chief of police, everybody. Now it goes on. Death to all Marxist Democrats. Take no prisoners. Leave no survivors. And then they follow up that post with, no, but you may need someone to plug up holes in you before very long. If you think Joe Biden being elected by fraud will stop what you Marxists are do, you are fooling yourself, period, exclamation point. So as we can tell this guy's a little bit of a disaster. But again, I'm not going to bother reading the rest of this article. I just want to give you some of this information, and let's talk about this for real. Like, there are police out there. I covered this in Alabama. I've covered police in North Carolina. I've covered police in Minnesota. All these states that I'm just, like California, like New York, that I'm just thinking of that I've talked about on my channel in the last couple months of there are police chiefs, not random cops that like passed the fucking police exam 13 minutes ago and just got their badge and their gun is pending. We're talking about chiefs of fucking police going out there saying that they want to murder Democratic voters. And also, they can't speak basic English, they can't figure out how to use punctuation, and they look like a boomer. Like, again, this is not, if we're going to have police, right, if we've decided that as a society, we're going to have police, okay? Boom. We've got police now. We need to make sure that the police are not people that want to kill Democratic voters. That's weird. That's bizarre. That's strange. And if you don't see anything wrong with that, chances are you are a dullard and just a bad person. And I suggest thinking about yourself. What led you to be this way? Because this is something that I want to understand. I want to know the history, not just of the society that you were brought up in, but your personal history. What's your relationship with your parents? Do you have siblings? How did you get to a point in your life where you are the chief of police and you advocate to murder at least 50% of the voting population? Outright, you just say, oh, let's kill them all, and you're the chief of police. Again, you're not some random beat cop. You're not some random rank and file detective. You are the chief of this police department. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. It's scary. And it's not good. Believe me, not good. Let me just tell you.
No good. No good.
Can I just say, I really, like, as an addendum, I love how in this clip it sounds like it's a sitcom, because you've got people laughing in the background because Donald Trump is a comedian. This is just, just listen.
No good. No good.
I just love the fucking, like, Seinfeld-esque laugh track. But that was, like, actually the people in the crowd giggling at Donald Trump's stupidity. But yeah, that's a little bit of a bizarre story. Really don't like that stuff.